Hi, my Yoga Mandali friends. It's Anne. So nice to be able to offer you a class that you can do at home from our yoga studio home. I miss being with all of you in person, but it's the next best thing as we navigate these really, really interesting, tough times. So, you know, as most of you who take my classes know, I always start off with telling you a little bit about my own life, right? Because I think during this time we all have a story going on, right? And some people's stories may seem bigger and more intense than others, but the bottom line is we all have a story. You know, I'm sitting at home with 3 really disappointed and discouraged seniors, you know, 2 college seniors and a high school senior, and also sitting at home with a husband who works the front line without any protective equipment. So it's been an interesting thing to navigate, and let's just say I've been noticing how much I'm feeling, right? And also noticing as I talk to others, you know, especially being in the spiritual world, I think that we all come here to the mat, you know, even in my other line of work as a therapist, I come here and we're transformers, right? And we're looking to transform a lot of times what we're feeling, but the bottom line is sometimes, you know, we just need to feel the feels. And so our class today is going to explore, as we always do, through the body, what it's like to feel and to stay with that for a while and to understand at the end of the day what that does for us, right? So I'd like you at home, if you don't have yoga blankets, to please grab 3 towels. Bath towels work nicely. They're about the same thickness, and we're going to use these mostly at the end for when I'm going to show you how to makeshift some restorative propping at the end of our class to use with these. But for now, let's just take a seat. So I'd like you to sit comfortably, put one of those blankets, towels behind you, and we'll just sit cross-legged here. And just make your seat a little higher so that your pelvis is a bit tilted and that your knees are down. And let's just simply close the eyes, open the palms, and we'll take a nice deep breath in through the nose and exhale through your mouth. And again, inhale and exhale. And with your next breath, just noticing your natural breath and noticing the grounding of the seat to the support beneath you. Lengthen your spine just a bit more. And I want you to just simply notice what you sense in your body. I can tell you that, you know, part of what I've been recognizing when I come to the mat and when I practice is all the areas of my body that are really holding a lot of these feelings, right? We each have our areas where they show up the most. So I just ask you to take a little movement in your seat right now into some of those spaces where you can feel these feelings. Maybe it's your neck or your shoulders, further down the back. Maybe it's the area of the chest, the belly. Just allowing yourself to take some motion there so that we actually start to draw our attention to exactly what we're feeling, exactly where it's at. Not pushing it away, not pretending it's not there. But rather, I invite you during our practice today to invite it in, to let it be with you. Give it some space and some acknowledgement and some permission to feel exactly what you feel. and where you feel it. Not feeling as if you need to be any different than who and what you are in this very moment. Take a deep breath here, inhale, and exhale. And with your next breath, I'll invite you to slowly open your eyes, and we're just going to unfold these arms above. Let them unfold out, and first reach down with those left fingertips, and we'll gently reach over with the right, and just using the neck now, just slowly looking up, eye gaze toward that arm, and then you can look toward the left shoulder, and again working through the neck, looking up, and then looking down, and once more looking up, reaching up, and then release, taking the right fingertips down, and we'll unfold this left across the body, looking at that left arm, and then down, working the neck slowly here. So we really want you to feel sensations along the way, not just quickly bypass them, right? So looking up here, taking another deep breath, and then release. You can come off of your propping underneath you, place it to the side, and come to ground those hands. And we're going to come on back here, hips to the heels in our child's pose. Reach the arms out, nice and far here. Reach through the fingertips. Let the head come between the arms. And then we're going to press through the hands and just lift the head, look up and down. And again, looking up and down. And once more, looking up and down. And from here, I'd like you to walk your arms over toward the left side. Walk it over, and you see I'm just placing my right fingertips down, left arm relaxes, and I'm going to move to the side here and look out underneath this right arm. You can draw the hand in just a little bit more so that elbow bends, and my right hip is lifting up, just moving through the side body here, and release. Let's walk it across to the right. And reaching out just through those left fingertips, let that right arm come on down, and then draw the left fingertips in a bit. And look out underneath that arm. This left hip is lifting. Nice big stretch to the side body there, into the QL. All these areas that this tension can hold, find a place in. And release. Walking it back to center. Let's come on up slowly. Ground the palms. Fingertips are equal distance apart. Knees are in line with your hips. And begin to shift the eye gaze upward. Watch the tailbone naturally rise. And then press the earth away so that you round and you can feel that hollowing out underneath your arms. The tailbone gently tucks, one vertebra at a time. Inhale, shifting up, and exhale, round away. So really press into it from the core. So you're lifting up through the navel. Really press the earth away. And again, inhale, and exhale. Press away. Really round it through. And release into a neutral spine, taking a breath, lengthen out the right leg, just pointing through those toes, and as you exhale, we're going to take the knee in and do little openings to the side here and back. Exhale in and inhale to open. Exhale in, inhale to open. And then take it in and step it through. So as you step it through here, I'd like you to relax your right arm. You can leave those left toes behind you as they are. You can tuck them under for a little bit more balance. We're going to open up this left arm. So you see how I'm bending my elbow. I'm going to let it unfold there. Inhale. And then exhale, we're going to do little sweeps here of the arm, bending the elbow and opening, really working with the chest and the shoulders today. And then opening it, and I'm going to bend this elbow. I'm going to take the back of my hand to my back body here. And then I'm just going to open the chest and shoulders here. So this twist is gently coming from the thoracic spine, and I want to remind myself of that feeling, where it's coming from. Take a nice deep breath here. Inhale. Exhale. And then reach this right arm up. Come on up here. Reach it up, reach it up. And just take the hand behind the head. And I'm going to lift up, lift up. So I'm supporting my back body. Chin is lifted. Feeling the feels. Opening in the body. Finding the breath. And release. Come on down. Tucking those toes under. We lift up. And we come back plank just for a moment to let the knees descend. Really engage through your core. Take a slow down here and then touch down. Chin touches, tops of the feet touch. Feel cobra born from the back body. Eye gaze lifts last. And release. Slow it down. You know, the only way we even get to know what we're feeling is if we slow it down. Right? Hold here for a moment. Close the eyes. Find your breath. And come on back. Child's pose. One breath. Inhale and exhale. Come back. Hands and knees. Lengthen out the left leg. Point the toes. Hug in. Open. And back. Hug in, open, and back. One more in, open, and back. Take it in, step it through. Again, right toes could be tucked under or not. Left arm relaxes, and I'm going to unfold this right, bending with that elbow. Reach it up, lengthening it up, and sweeping it. So I'm really working with my chest and the shoulder here, and my thoracic spine, unfolding it, and I'll bend the elbow, and it's going to be the back of my hand. I'm rotating. I'm going to take it behind me here, and then really, really invite my chest and shoulder to open and rotate there. Breathing, looking up, taking the time to notice exactly what's present. Another breath. And I'll release that by taking this left arm up, reach it up here, hand right behind the head, and don't just let it sink down in the way, but lift it up. Lift it up, right? So we don't want to just let it go completely here, but rather stay in your strength. Stay in exactly what's available. Take another breath. Inhale. Exhale. And release. Come on down. Toes tucked under. It's plank. Nice and slow down. Knees descend. Take a little pause here and then come down. Back body engaged. Feel the legs, the glutes. Unfold your cobra. And release. Everything is born here from the back body. The eye gaze is last. This is the problem when we rush through, right? We jump to things before we're ready, right? So take your time. Hold it here. Close the eyes. Take a breath. And release. Take it on back. This time we're going to tuck the toes. Shift the hips all the way back to the heels. And then take your time, press through those palms, lift the knees, and lift the hips into downward facing dog. Let the head rest between the arms,
And find that beautiful place of balance between the front and back body. So begin to move through the hips, one heel at a time down. Taking the motion in your back body that you feel begins to release and open that up. Pay attention. Acknowledge exactly where you're at in this body. Not trying to make it any different in any way. Hold it here. Draw those heels down and away. Take a breath. Inhale, looking up. Slowly walk those feet in to meet the hands. We're going to keep the feet hips distance. Look up halfway. Take a fold. Bend the elbows, bend the knees. Halfway, take a fold. Halfway, fold. Keep a little bend in the knees. Hands come to the thighs. Roll those shoulders down and away. And I want you to press through the ground. Sweep the arms up. Natural curves in the back body. Reach it up. Inhale. And exhale. Come to center. Close the eyes. Just notice. Take the time once again. No rushing through. Open the eyes, soft gaze, reach it up, inhale. And on the exhale, we'll take these hands behind the head. And I'd like you to keep the front of your body as it is. We're just going to lean this to the left. And as we lean it to the left, we're going to look up at the right. Side body feeling. Another breath. And slowly release. Inhale and then exhale. Lean it to the right. Look up at the left. Just really working through this side body and these holds, right? Really press through that left foot to lift you on up. Inhale, reach it up. Exhale, let those hips drop slightly. Shift the hips back. See the tops of your feet. Look up once again. Inhale, exhale, fold. Touch down. Look up, step back. Downward facing dog. Taking the time to find your breath. Inhale, the right leg rises. Bend the knee, hug in. We're going to open it to the side and back. Hug in. Open and back. Hug in. Step through. Ground that left foot, toes slightly turned in. Rest the right arm and bend the left. Open it up here. Sweep. And you can see my eye gaze is going to travel with the arm because that does everything here in working through my upper body. My hips are remaining the same. One more sweep. Open it up. Hold it here. Remember, we're going to bend and turn, rotate. So the back of the hand is to my upper back here. Turn. Breathe. Chest open, shoulder open, eye gaze turning upward. Move this leg a little bit. We're staying in the hold. Feel what you feel. So if the intensity builds, meet it. Work with it. Don't resist it. Don't hold it so tightly. Right, take another breath. Inhale. And on the exhale, sweep it up. Open that leg. Hand behind the head. Sit it down. Look up. So I'm not just floating it away, right? Upper body is lifted, open. Breathing. Inhale. Exhale. Beautiful. Come on down. Turn the back foot in. Step it back. Hold for a moment. Knees touch down. We're going to bend a quarter of the way and then sweep it up. Open through the chest. Open through the pelvis. Toes are tucked under behind me. I'm going to lift my knees. Protect the low back. Close the eyes for a breath. Draw in, up, and back. Downward facing dog. Take one release breath here. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, the left leg rises. Bend the knee. Circle. And back. Circle. And back. Circle and in. Ground the right, toes slightly turned in. Rest that left arm to begin to unfold this right. Reach it up. Circle with it. Let your eye gaze follow it. And open. And circle. And open. And hold here. Rotate. Take it behind. Open it here. Chest, shoulder, eye gaze. Breathe. Watch what's happening in the toes, the fingers. Those parts of your body feel too, you know. Yeah, so find out what's happening. A lot of tension held in these parts. We don't even know, right? Take a breath. Inhale. Exhale. Come on up. Hand behind the head. Open. Bend. And stay. Breathe. Lift it up. See what's happening in that back leg if it wants to give away. Remind it of its strength. Bend through again. Take a deep breath. Inhale. Exhale. And release. Come on down. Turn it in. Step it plank. Knees touch down. Keep your core connection as you bend. Open. Shoulders back, down and away. Heart forward. Pelvis forward. Lift the knees. Eye gaze upward. Ground in, up, and back. Downward facing dog. Take a deep breath. Inhale. Exhale. 2 more. Exhale. 1 more. Exhale. Inhale, looking up. Walk those feet in to meet the hands, hips distance. Look up. Take your fold. Look up halfway. Hands to those thighs. Roll those shoulders back, down and away. Press through the ground. Come on up. Natural curves in the back body. Exhale to the heart. Close the eyes for a moment. Feel the ground. Feel the ground. Feel all that you feel. Acknowledge all that you feel. Take a breath. Inhale. Open the eyes. Soft gaze. On the exhale, hands behind. We're going to lean it into the left. So we look up at that right, and this time, we see if we can open the arms. Ooh, see if we can let them unfold from the elbows there. Rest of the body straight. Forward. Breathe. Oh, and press into that right foot, and here we go. Lift it up. Inhale. Exhale, lean. Lean to the right. Look up at the left. Open the arms. Ooh. Breathe. Real deep opening there. Side body. Alive. Press into that left foot. Lift it up. Inhale. On the exhale, bend these elbows. Drop the hips. Open here. We're going to rotate. Take the hands behind the back, clasp them together, draw the shoulders down and away. Inhale, exhale, fold, chest to the thighs, press the earth away, lift up, straighten up, fold. So my arms are not too far forward here. Protect the shoulders. Lean into the balls of your feet and all 10 toes and see if you can grow it just a little bit more that way from the ground. Let the head and neck be loose. Core is engaged. Inhale and exhale. One more breath. And slowly drop the hips. Press through the ground. We're going to keep those arms where they are. Just settle here for a moment. Inhale. Exhale. Ground into that left foot. We're going to rotate this right hip open, knee to the side. Take your time and just lift the foot below the knee or above the knee, wherever you're most comfortable, or maybe it's even grounded. Just stay. So wherever you're most comfortable, staying in that grounding, find a fixed gaze, find your breath, feel what you feel, release, sweep it up, inhale, a release breath, exhale, hands behind the back, look up halfway, press, open it up, roll those shoulders back down and away, ground in that right, rotate open, the hip on the left, and begin to find your gaze in front of you, fixed, concentrated, find where it goes, where it supports your body to be as it is, and where it is in this very moment, because that's how we stay with what we feel. We don't go too far forward or back away too much either. And release. Sweep it up. Inhale. Exhale. Hold it there. Touch down. Open it up. Nice deep breath. And fold. Fingertips connected. Head and neck loose. Take another breath. Ground those palms. Step back to plank. From here, we let the knees touch down. We're going to widen the knees, let the big toes touch together, and come on back. Child's pose. Fold it in and stay. Find your breath. So this is the time, right? This is the time that we don't want to bypass. Right? So as I was discussing all this stuff with a couple of friends, I can tell that to try and make me feel better, some of them were saying, oh, don't worry about it, it's okay. What's the big deal? It's just a graduation ceremony, or, oh, your husband will be fine, you won't get sick, and what have you. And, I'm one that always looks for the transformation of the suffering, right? But it was in this moment, in this week, that I could feel something really different inside. I could feel my body tense. I'm not generally an anxious person, but I could feel the anxiety rise. I could feel the sadness, the grief, and wanting and wishing and hoping to see my kids, walk their ceremonies, and feeling that disappointment inside, and realizing that I don't need to bypass this. I can stay with this for a while. And I said to one of my friends, this is where my practice is the greatest gift. Because in coming to this mat or in sitting in my meditation, I can just let the feelings feel. I can just let them be there. Accept them as they are. Don't have to bypass them or rush them away, or go to joy or happiness or gratitude when I'm not ready yet. And just let it be as it is. And so see in this moment, and as we go further today in this beautiful practice of just acceptance, no forcing it anywhere. Because it is through this door that then the hope builds. It's only when we feel what we feel that then we can generate hope from deep within, not just false hope, right? not just jumping before we're ready. Take a deep breath, inhale. Exhale, reach those hands out, press through those fingertips, lift up, move the knees back in line, come on up, downward facing dog. Settle it there, take a deep breath, inhale, the right leg rises. Bend the knee, hug in, open it to the side. Once only this time, take it in, step it through. Ground that left, rest the right, open it up. Inhale, only once here. Exhale, rotate. Take it behind. Look up. Open it up. Press through this right foot. Sweep it up. Inhale. And exhale. This time we're going to take it behind here. Touch the right fingertips to that left shoulder. Hold. Deepen the bend now. Now deepen the bend. Inhale. Exhale. Take this arm down and behind, and we're going to open it up and turn it to the side. Toes and heels in line. Roll those shoulders back down and away, and come to your fold. So gently folding here in this wide angle. Steadying through the head and the neck to loosen. Grounded through those feet. Take a breath here. Look up halfway. I'd like you to release this right arm to the outside of the left leg and begin to turn the head, open the shoulder. So now we're going to rotate this hand, palm down. Hold it here. Maybe this is where you go if you feel ready. Open the arm. Feel what you feel. Adjust. Right? Make adjustments accordingly. So maybe this was a week you didn't feel like laughing a lot. So make adjustments accordingly. Right? And release. Come to center. Fold behind again. Look up. And fold. Reach that left hand to the outside of the right ankle. Turn. Open here. My palm now comes down right to the back body. Maybe I stay here. Maybe this arm unfolds. Not easy in this twist. So listen. Listen to what you feel. And release. Hold onto opposite elbows. Take the heels in, the toes out. Sweep it side to side here. And with your next breath, steadying, press through those feet, lift it on up. I'm going to lift it on up here, overhead, overhead. Turn the left toes in, the right toes out. Bend that knee, open the arms, warrior two. Now turn your gaze, and we're just going to sweep this. So sweep it up. Bend the elbows, open that right leg, and open and bend. Sweep it up. Inhale, exhale, open the arms, bend the knees, sweep it up. And exhale, open, hold it here, release it back. Left behind, right hand behind that head, look up, sink into it now a little bit more. So now we're moving into it deeper. Inhale, and then on the exhale, we're going to rotate this to the back of the mat. Turn your foot, step it in a little if you need, and we're in our crescent lunge. Stay. Bend into that knee, press through that back heel, look up, chest open, breath open. Inhale, now reach up. Exhale, hands come to the heart, and we're going to twist. Left arm rests, right arm rests right in that hand, and see if you can press it up. Yeah, so we're not just leaning into it here, but we're going to lift up and open to really feel what we feel. I know it gets intense,
But you can stay with me. Don't bypass it. Breathe it. Love it. Another breath. Release those fingertips. Circle back to the side. Heels in, toes slightly out. Move. Where's the breath? Where's the breath in the whole scheme of what you feel? Maybe start to discover what that kind of breath feels like. Steady, press, lift up, open, turn the right toes in, and turn the left toes out. Sink into it, open. Breathe, breathe, sweep it up, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, hand behind, reach it behind, hold it there, sink into it deeper, 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 deeper down. You got it. Another deep breath. And release both hands behind. We're going to turn it around. Press through that heel. Sit into it, your crescent lunge. Open it here. Nice deep breath. Hold steady. Inhale and exhale. Hands come down and twist. Nice and steady here. If you find that you need to drop that back foot down, leg down, you can do that. Don't be afraid to work with what you feel. Press into it, breathe into it, move the chest a little bit higher. Nice and steady. Find the breath, all that you feel, and release. Step it back, plank. Steady it now, knees up or down for your chaturanga. Open your upward, look up. Ground in, up and back. Downward facing dog. Find your breath. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Nice and steady. Find the inner breath now. In and out through the nose. Inhale, that left leg rises. Bend the knee, hug in and open for one. Hug it in, step through, ground. Open it up. Open it up for one here, rotate, take it behind, sweep it up. Fingertips now touch the shoulder as you work into it just a little deeper, sit into it. And release the arm behind, straighten and turn. Toes and heels in line, open the shoulders, lift, inhale, and exhale. Take your fold. Take your fold, let the head and neck be loose. Really press through the ground so you can open up through the length of the legs, tailbone lifting. Breathe. Inhale and exhale. And with your next breath, release that left hand to the outside of the right and slowly begin to open. This time I'll take my palm down. Open it up here and keep the arm where it is or open. Finding the breath. And release. Take it behind again, sweep it side to side a moment, and then release that right hand to the outside of the left and open. Rotate it down,
and maybe the arm opens. And you breathe, and you steady it. Another breath. And release. Take it to the center here. Hold on to opposite elbows, heels in, toes out. Sweep it. Side to side. Close the eyes for a moment here. Find the breath. Press it up. Lift it up. Open it up here. Arms overhead. Turn the right toes in and the left toes out. Bend that knee. Open it up. Your warrior two. Loosen through the toes, through the fingertips, and sweep it up. And exhale. Sweep it up. And exhale. Let the breath be in line with what you feel, right? So maybe that sounds any way you wish and need at this point. And now we're going to hold it here. Bend that knee. We're going to let these fingertips touch the right. Let the right come behind. Maybe, just maybe, the fingertips touch as you sit into it a little bit more. So they don't have to touch. You can leave it right like this. Whatever works for you. I want you to feel what you feel. Respond to that. Acknowledge it. Don't hide from it. Release. Sweep it up. Turn that back foot in. Crescent lunge once again. Hold. Steady. This time we lift the arms. Hands come to the heart. We're going to really press into this grounded foot. And we're going to hug the back leg in. Open it up. Flex the foot. Lift up from the ground a little bit more. Hands to the heart, or open those arms. Steady, steady. Inhale. Exhale. Gently touching down. Lift up as you bow. Come down. Turn. Heels in. Toes out, move. Steady, slow, eyes closed, so that you can go inside to feel what you feel. Take a breath, press through, lift up, open it up, toes in, toes out, bend, open. Sweep. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Once more. Up. Exhale. Arm behind. Reach toward that shoulder or behind. Maybe it binds. And as we do this, we're going to deepen the bend. Look up. Breathe up. And you know something, if you feel like smiling, smile. If you don't feel like it, don't. Right? This isn't about that. Be where you are. It's quite all right. Feel what you feel. Another breath. And release. Open it up. Turn. Work it in the way you can for your balance in your crescent lunge. Look up, breathe it up. Inhale. On that exhale, hands to the heart. We're going to really lean in. So it's this grounded foot in front of us that's going to be the anchor. Hug it in, hug it in, hug it in as you stand. And then let it open behind you. Slowly, take your time. Flex that foot. Breathe. Really press through the ground to grow it. Maybe those arms open. Where is your steadiness? Feel it. Feel it. Come down. Lift up, fold it in. Here we're going to step it in. Let those hips drop. Sweep it up. Inhale. Exhale. Ha. Let the breath feel what you feel. Exhale. Ha. One more up. Exhale. Ha. Shitty virus. Fold. Yeah. So I can say, feel what you feel. Your deal may be something different right now. That's okay. That's all right. All I know is that I need to feel it for a while before I regain my hope, trust, and faith. And that's quite all right. Take a breath, ground those hands, step it back, downward facing dog. Actually, let's do one more plank. Step it back, plank. Let's do one more chaturanga. One more upward. And one more back. Downward facing dog. And now, inhale the right. Hug in, step through. Open the knee to the side, foot toward that window. Let the back relax behind you. Don't play with the foot, just press through your fingertips and open. Good, open the heart. Lift up, inhale, and exhale. Come on down. Fold it down. Rest it down here. Move the hips side to side to let yourself feel what you feel. You know, sometimes in this practice, we can come into these poses, and I could tell sometimes by the looks on my students' faces that they're holding something that really doesn't feel so great for their body, right? You're allowed to make shifts and adjustments. Give yourself permission to shift it up. Nothing or no one has to have the same process along this road, right? We go through the same situation, we all feel it a little bit differently, don't we? Take a breath, inhale, start to gently press up, and we're going to invite this left in and to the side. So we're going to sit it down right from here. Knees open, right foot into that left thigh, open it up, unfold, inhale, and exhale first to the right, and as I come down, my left hip is lifting as I bow, and come on up to the left, and bow, come on up once again to the right, and bow. And as I bow down this time, if you have your little towel there, take it with you. Because we're going to fold it down. And you see that the left hip is lifting. I'm just going to bow down. Breathe. Another breath here, inhale, and exhale. And gently pressing up here. You can take this to the other side for later. And I'm going to take my hand underneath this left leg and slowly open it up, let it unfold through the joint, and invite this left leg into your body just a bit, just like that. So you can feel the grounding of your sits bones, and now we've just aligned the pelvis. Inhale and exhale, bending those elbows, come to your fold. Reach ankle or foot, just not these lovely fragile toes. Right? Work those shoulders back down and away, look up. And as you exhale, let the head rest between the arms. And breathe. Allow the steadiness to just invite you to being exactly where you need to be. Take another breath. And release. Move it up. Fingertips in front. Rebend that knee. Sweep the leg behind you. Tuck the toes. Downward dog. Deep breath. Exhale. Inhale, the left leg rises. Hug in. Foot to the side, knee to the window, right leg behind. Open it up again. If you feel like you need to open this hip a little more, don't play with the foot, but rather just lift up, work with the hip, right? And then come on down. And as you're resting, find and feel, right? So in this practice, we only can make adjustments based on what we feel, right? If we don't ever notice it, then we don't ever find it, right? Feel it and find it. Adjust to it. Stay with it. Take another breath. And slowly press it up. Hold it here, looking up. Grounding those hands. Let's slowly invite this right in so we can sit on down. Now it's the left foot at this right leg. Make adjustments, reach it up, inhale. And exhale first to the left as this right hip lifts a bit as you bow. Come on up. To the right and bow. Come on up again to the left and take your little towel or blanket and bow. And as we bow this time, we're going to come on down. So this right hip is lifting. Open it up by lifting once more and then come on down. Just resting in this really lovely little twist for the back body. It's a really lovely, gentle twist involving the pelvis. The lumbar spine has all its support to be exactly where it needs to be. No forcing. Take another breath here. And slowly work your way up. Hand comes right underneath. We're going to open that up. And then invite this right leg into the body, so that as you move down, you feel both sits bones grounded, right? So this is how we protect our low back in the twist. Inhale, and then exhale. Lean in and reach. Reach either for the ankle or the foot. Look up again, and then fold. Head between the arms. See if you can really feel what you feel here. In the body and the heart. And the mind that's been swirling around with all of this stuff, right? Take another breath. And slowly release. We're going to take those fingertips forward, bend, reach behind, come on, up and back one last time, downward dog. Take a nice deep breath, inhale, exhale. Widen the stance as you walk it in halfway. You're going to sit it on down, fingertips behind you, brace coming on down into the center. All right, so here we land. So I'd like to move into some of our restorative poses. I think we will do 2 of them today. So take your 3 blankets, towels, whatever you have here, and I'm going to show you. So if you're just going to fold it in half, and then fold it like we do in the studio with the blankets. And then I'm going to have you roll this really tight, like this. So in my yoga therapy training, we call this the camp roll blanket. Many of you have been camping. So yeah, you're going to hold it really, you're going to hold it tight like that. And I'm going to turn to the side for a moment so you can see me where I'm going to place this. So I am going to place this mid-back, right about here. I'm going to take my other blanket. And as I come on down, knees are bent, feet are grounded. As I come on down, this blanket is going to land between my shoulder blades. You see, it's between my shoulder blades here. And I'm going to take this other blanket. I'm going to keep it folded, thick like this, because I want to place it a lot of support underneath my cervical spine here, so that when I come back, it is really, really folded there underneath me, so that I can lie back comfortably with my forehead tipped back and my chin upward. So you want to feel a lot of support in your neck. I have a large cervical curve, so if you feel like you're not getting the support you need, then I want you to work with this blanket a little bit more. So I'm actually going to open mine, and I'm going to work with it this way, because I need a lot more support around there. That feels better for me to have it like this. So I want you to play with it and find your place with it. Right underneath the neck. Find where it works for you. It actually feels better for me to have it more underneath my cervical spine, to have my head a little further back. So once you're here, you can decide now if it feels right for you to open your legs or to leave the knees bent. So you decide. I'd like you to close your eyes and just notice what the propping feels like behind your back. Notice what it's like to have the head gently tipped back here like this. This pose is a wonderful, wonderful invitation into opening and feeling what you feel, but also beginning to let it be and slowly drift in and out. It's an invitation into understanding that if we just allow ourselves the time to feel, that these feelings want to move. They won't last forever. They'll shift. They'll change. But only if we acknowledge them first. Draw your attention to the wide open spaces in the belly and in the chest and in the throat. All these areas that hang on. Notice what happens to the busy mind, the heavy mind. Breath, see if you can go ahead and really feel the deep inhalation that's available to you here as you take a breath. And as you exhale, just open the mouth. Let the jaw, the lower jaw, fall back towards your ears. Inhale. Exhale. Let the jaw just sit back. Another area that holds so much of what we feel, especially when we don't let ourselves just rest in these feelings, whether we think they are good feelings or not. Pay attention to them. With your next breath, I'd like you to go ahead and bend the knees if they're not already bent. You can go ahead and fold the arms down here, palms down. Take a breath, gently lift and roll to your side. So come to your side, use your blanket for a moment here, just stay. Eyes closed, just noticing in the body. Maybe noticing the overall shift that you can feel. In this pose, it happens very quickly. And at home, you know you're always welcome to just stay in the pose a little bit longer if you wish. Take a breath, slowly pressing up, just enough to take that blanket underneath you. And you're just going to come to the front for a moment. I'd like you to use 2 of your blankets and roll them just like that. Go. Place it underneath and take your other blanket here. And if you have something to cover yourself, you can do that as well. Now we're going to take this right underneath the knees. Take this other blanket behind you here for your head and neck. Come on down. And support your head and neck here at your side. Use your cover, whatever you may have. And open the arms, open the palms. Let the legs be loose over the shoulder. Maybe widen them a little bit. Just find the place where your body feels most comfortable settling, being supported by the earth. Feel what you feel. Starting to come back to your breath. And once again, knowing that at home here you can stay in your Shavasana as long as you wish. Allow your practice to be exactly as you need. Deepen your breath, start to move through the fingers, the toes, the hands, the feet. Take a reach overhead and then draw those knees in. Take your time. Rock the low back out, side to side. And then land on one side, whatever side you choose, right or left. Just land there for a moment, stay. And then with eyes closed, find your way back up to sit. Taking a deep breath in as you inhale and exhale. And with your next breath, go ahead and place a hand to your heart, a hand to your belly. So, my dear friends, I invite you to feel all the feels during this time. Don't bypass them. Don't make excuses for them. Don't feel like what you feel based on your situation is not worthy enough based on evaluating it or comparing it to another's, because we're all in this together. And we all have a different process of how we work this through. Take your time, feel what you feel, because it's only when we do that that then we can open up the hope and the love from a real, truthful place. If not, then all it is bypassing, and all it is reaching to not feel. So these words came to me this morning in an email, and as I feel what I really feel and acknowledge all these upsetting feelings, I was able to let in some more of this hope and fear in these beautiful words. And this was sent to me in an email, and it's by Father Richard Hendrick. It's called Lockdown. Yes, there is fear. Yes, there is isolation. Yes, there is panic buying. Yes, there is sickness. Yes, there is even death. But they say that in Wuhan, after so many years of noise, you can hear the birds again. They say that after a few weeks of quiet, the sky is no longer thick with fumes, but blue and gray and clear. They say that in the streets of Assisi, people are singing to each other across the empty squares, keeping their windows open so that those who are alone may hear the sounds of family around them. They say that a hotel in the west of Ireland is offering free meals and delivery to the housebound. Today, a young woman I know is busy spreading flyers with her number through the neighborhood so that the elders may have someone to call on. Today, churches, synagogues, mosques, and temples are preparing to welcome and shelter the homeless, the sick, the weary. All over the world, people are slowing down and reflecting. All over the world, people are looking at their neighbors in a new way. All over the world, people are waking up to a new reality, to how big we really are, to how little control we really have, to what really matters, to love. So we pray and we remember that yes, there is fear, but there does not have to be hate. Yes, there is isolation, but there does not have to be loneliness. Yes, there is panic buying, but there does not have to be meanness. Yes, there is sickness, but there does not have to be disease of the soul. Yes, there is even death. But there can always be a rebirth of love. Wake to the choices you make as to how to live now. Today, breathe. Listen behind the factory noises of your panic. The birds are singing again, the sky is clearing, spring is coming, and we are always encompassed by love. Open the windows of your soul, and though you may not be able to touch across the empty square, sing. Take both hands to the heart. We'll feel our practice 2 rounds of Om. Inhale. Om. Bowing your head to your heart. To your heart that feels, let it feel. Because that is the only true way to open up to love. Give it off from there. Namaste. Thank you for joining me, friends, and can't wait to see you back here in person.